cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. Great news. We've got Tampa lands the number 3 spot on the Florida Best Places to Live list for 2026. Find out who's in the top 10 there if you stick around. Also, Mike Rowe, he dropped some interesting facts. Electricians under age 30, find out what they're earning over 6 figures, well into the 6 figures for electricians. We see that that's growing, of course, with the data, the AI, all the stuff happening in Florida. Also, Mercedes-Benz announces a $4 billion investment. Find out which state wins that bid, and it's going to have a boom to their economy. And we have our guests coming up as well in studio with special guests. Gulfside Healthcare Services back in studio with us, longtime friends of the show. We've got Marissa Hartley in studio and Katya, say it again.
Guillaume.
Say again?
Guillaume.
Yes. See, I should have did it right before we started. Guillaume. All right, so Gulfside Healthcare in studio with us. Eric Conte on deck. Great outings and travel, and a lot of other stories to get to today on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals. If you're buying, selling, investing, refinancing, and you want expert advice, we would love to talk to you. All right, a couple of hot listings. We've got a brand new listing here in Clearwater. This one's 704 Brookside Drive, Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful Pinellas County. This is a great opportunity to get into the real estate space. This looks like it's a nice, affordable, kind of an entry-level property. 704 Brookside Drive. This one is 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, 1,371 square feet, just under a quarter-acre lot. It's a cash-focused opportunity offering a cozy, livable home, long-term potential, and room for personalization. Great opportunity close to the beaches and US 19. Also, a beautiful listing. One of my favorites here is 9901 Bay Drive in Gibsonton. 9901 Bay Drive. This is a great opportunity. On the waterfront, you've got a corner lot location. It's a large lot, corner lot location, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, almost 3,500 square feet, quarter-acre lot. And just 23 minutes to downtown Tampa. Now, I know somebody was really specific with that. 23 minutes, and, if Dave's driving, you get there in like 19, right, Dave? So that's a nice one there. End of a quiet, dead-end street. No through traffic. It's the last house on the end of the street, private gate. And you're directly on the Alafaya River. So you have a great opportunity to bring your boat, jet skis, enjoy that Florida lifestyle to the fullest. Corner lot location, 135 feet of river frontage. Great opportunity to buy real estate. 9901 Bay Drive, Gibsonton, Florida. And you can see all of our listings online and search the MLS at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com. All right, so we're talking with our friends from Gulfside Healthcare Services. A couple of weeks back, you heard Linda Ward, CEO, on the program. Today, we're going to talk with Marissa Hartley. She's the fundraising and event planning manager, and Katya as well, donor engagement fundraising lead. Okay, so we're talking about the nonprofit side. A lot of people don't realize the difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit. Go ahead and give us an overview, because you're donating, it looks like, about $1 million in charity care to patients who cannot afford it.
Yeah, so Gulfside Healthcare Services, we offer a variety of services, home health, palliative, and of course hospice care. And just like any business, we are reimbursed through insurances. But what Gulfside really noticed, especially in the Pasco County area where we started, was that there was a group that needed the care but didn't quite have access to Medicare yet.
Okay.
This group was typically between the ages of 55 and 64, so just young enough for Medicare. Too young for Medicare, but they still required hospice. I mean, you can't time when you get cancer, right? You can't predict those kinds of things. So Gulfside really took initiative in Pasco County and really made our charity care something that you could rely on, something that was dependable and a great resource for the community, which is why we were actually invited into the Hillsborough and Pinellas County area to bring our charity care to our neighbors down here. So we're really excited to be here. And the nonprofit side is always looking for support, always looking to be, again, a community resource.
Yeah, because you take donations. You also, do you still have those shops where people can go and thrift shops?
Oh, our thrift shops, yeah, those are great. If you're looking for furniture, I recommend Zephyr Hills.
Yes.
And if you're looking for clothes, Newport Richie's, they have some of the best boutique stuff. It's really great.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we have 4 locations throughout Pasco County. So if you have, like, as Marissa said, like any gently used, items or things that you're trying to get rid of, just give us a call and we'll even come pick it up from you guys,
cool.
depending on where you are.
Yeah.
And all the money that is collected within our thrift shops go right back into our organization to help local communities.
Yeah.
To make sure that no one is ever turned away due to an inability to pay.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah, that's great. And can you elaborate a little bit, Marissa, on, when people start aging and they get to the 58, 59, but they're not quite to, what is it, for the Medicare you're
I think it's
mentioning?
65.
So-
You qualify for Medicare.
And that's where the need came in that you filled? Is that what you're
We
referring
saw
to?
that age gap was growing.
Yeah.
That, if someone gets diagnosed with cancer in their 50s, eventually if they don't go into remission, they're going to end up losing their job, which a lot of our insurances are tied to our employment. So if you lose your private insurance and you can't afford private insurance, what do? You can apply for Medicaid, but those are also very specific requirements and eligibilities.
Yeah.
But you're just too young. The only fault you had there is you're just too young for
Yeah.
Medicare. That's the only
Right.
thing you did wrong.
Yeah.
So we saw that age group expanding, and Gulfside really wanted to step in. I mean, we take care of everyone from all ages. Right. We definitely don't turn anyone away based on any other criteria. But we just noticed that particular group was in need, and so we wanted to step up.
Seems like you should be able to apply and have some kind of special circumstance underwriting. I come from the mortgage side is where I got my start almost 30 years ago, and in the real estate industry. And essentially, when you have compensating factors, something along those lines, it's a way that you can get deals through underwriting where maybe the income doesn't work, but then they have a lot of reserves, or they've been on their job for 30 years, or things like that. So that's what we call a compensating factors. So it seems like that might be a potential for our government, the federal government, especially with all the fraud they're sniffing out across the country now, in certain pockets throughout the country. They're finding a lot of this fraud, this waste, fraud, and abuse. Even in Florida, we've got this Doge effort happening. So if we can cut that out, it seems like maybe there's an opportunity to lower that age at some point, which would be a big win for seniors.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously with any service, there's going to be gaps, and we, as much as we do want to focus on the policy of it, we also want to focus on the immediacy of the care. So the people that need it, that's who we're here for. Obviously, we advocate for everybody to receive the care that they deserve and the care that they need. That will always be our stance, but we want to focus on the immediacy of our local community. So Pasco, Hillsborough, and Pinellas County, that's where we feel we can really make a difference.
Right.
And bringing awareness to it will always help at a higher level. So we're definitely here to help out how we can.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, and so you have one of your big fundraisers coming up. This is the 6th annual Charity Casino Night fundraiser, Friday, April 24th. It's going to be held in Tampa for the first time. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Charity Casino Night, this is our 6th one, but we've been doing it at the Spartan Manor out in Newport Richie for quite some time. And we wanted to introduce ourselves to Tampa, and we thought, which event is really going to be something that everyone can kind of come together and have fun with? And Casino Night was definitely that event. So we decided to move it into the Tampa area. And our committee chair, Judith Koutsos, who also owns Spartan Manor, is heading up the committee. She is so excited to get to know the Tampa Hillsborough community, and it'll be at the JCC in South Tampa. So we're really excited about hitting that spot as well. I've worked with a couple of people there. They're really excited to introduce Gulfside to their people, to the community at large. It's going to be a night of games, prizes, dancing. We got a photo booth. We got an awesome DJ. He's a veteran. And he's so excited about playing in Tampa because he's normally been doing Pasco. So he's like, yay.
Nice.
And let me just add, man, Marissa has been spending a lot of time planning this event and bringing it to Tampa. And I truly feel like this is an evening or a night that no one should miss because you're going to really see just kind of the heart behind Gulfside and just have fun while doing it as well. People have this tendency of like combining hospice with like sad and everything like
Right.
that. But there's such a beauty behind hospice as well.
Sure.
And we want to make sure that we can help as much as we can in our local community. So bringing this event, I mean, I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen. So
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
So we have a couple of our own games that we're bringing to our restaurant roulette, which is an amazing opportunity for local restaurants and our guests to kind of interact. And then we have our human slot machine, and we'll have a wine pool this year as well. So it'll be a lot of fun, a lot of interactive games, and then of course
Fun
professional casino style games as well.
Wait, I feel like I got to go back to this one.
I know.
Human slot machine.
I knew you'd say that.
Human.
So
slot
we
machine.
create one.
Yes.
Yeah, we
There
create
you
one
go.
with 3 individuals. Someone hits a buzzer, they do the whole
Yeah.
thing, and then
Do I
they
have to
pick
give
up.
money too every time?
Yeah, it's a
get fun
donation.
money. Yes, it's a donation.
There you go.
But you're gonna win fun money. So
Right.
you're gonna donate. You're gonna watch people have some silly fun. Pick up a place card, and if they all match, you'll win fun money to go
Yeah.
play at the other game. So like blackjack or poker.
Yeah.
So you're gonna win. All of our games are designed to help our guests win and to have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a silly thing,
Yeah.
people to interact. We've had some people, some sponsors step behind the human slot machine and be, and work it.
Try to
there.
raise
It's been
money
a lot
for
of
it.
fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely a giggle, that is for sure.
Yeah, those are fun. It's almost like the back in the day. I don't know if they do it anymore, but where they had the where you can throw and you could knock their principal or
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
throw
the
ball,
dunking.
tank. Yeah, dunking tank. Yeah,
I've
those
done
are so
those.
fun.
It's not fun though when you're the donkey.
Yeah. After a while.
Well, I guess it depends
Cool
on
off
what part of
every
Florida you're in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How hot is it outside?
That's right. So we've got Gulfside Healthcare Services in studio, hospice, palliative care, home health care, and yeah, so we've got the casino night coming up. It's going to be down in South Tampa, the JCC. That's the Jewish Community Center, I believe. Great venue. We've done some 860 The Answer venues events down there. CharityCasinoNight.org, CharityCasinoNight.org. And let's take a quick break there, and we'll come back, and I want to get into some of these other topics as well. We're going to talk about the pet pageant coming up as well. And also FDA's dropping a 2-study requirement for new drug approvals aiming to speed the access. We got that story. And also Tampa lands the top 3 spot on Florida's best places to live for 2026. Find out who's in the top 10 coming up. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify, or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Are you a W-2 wage earner making $100,000 or more and feel like taxes are crushing you? What if you could legally reduce your W-2 income using real estate? With strategies like real estate professional status, short-term rentals, high earners are saving tens of thousands of dollars per year. Join us for our workshop and learn how to keep more of what you make. Wednesday, May 6th at Crown and Bull. Mark Hay and Brandon Rimes will be hosting a financial advising workshop for W-2 earners making $100,000 or more. Wednesday, May 6th at Crown and Bull, Main Street, Dunedin. RSVP by calling or texting 813-917-1894. It's a free event. We're going to buy you appetizers, and your first drink will be provided by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. BRimes at kw.com, 813-917-1894, BRIMES at kw.com, and let us know if you can make it or not. 813-917-1894. Thank you so much and have a blessed day. Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleaning, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894, consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast. Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark.
Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rimes, owners of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams. Buying, selling, investing in real estate, their nationwide Keller Williams network makes them the best team to work with. Sellers, have your property featured live on air, creating multiple offers. Buyers, leverage a unique system that gets your offer accepted, never overlooked. Call or text 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550, or consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, Tampa lands top 3 spot on Florida's best places to live. Palm Harbor's in the top 10 as well. That's kind of a nice subheading there. We're talking with our friends from Gulfside Healthcare Services. We're going to rejoin that conversation and talk about the annual pet pageant coming up. It's actually online now. We'll talk about that here coming up in just a moment. We always feature our listings on air. It's Carloway Hills Drive, Waimama, Florida. Great opportunity here. This one is in Hillsborough County. You've got a 322, 1451 square feet, and this is in the neighborhood of Stone Ridge. It's Ayersworth community. This is a great opportunity to own real estate, affordable home, right close to Big Bend Road down there, Highway 301, 10248 Carloway Hills Drive, Waimama, Florida. Great opportunity, beautiful home right here in Tampa Bay. 10001 Waterworks Lane in Riverview. Another one of my favorite listings. This one's on a 2-acre parcel of land. You're on a lake as well. You've got a gated property on a lake. So you've got water views, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1765 square foot building with detached 2-car garage. And the current owner is utilizing this building as his business. So he's got his firm based there. 10001 Waterworks Lane in beautiful Riverview, Florida. And you can see all of our listings online and search the MLS at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio, TV show expert contributors and link over to our YouTube channel at consumerqb.com. All right, so let's go back to our conversations here. We've got Marissa and Katya from Gulfside Healthcare Services, donations throughout the year for fundraising events, help support families and patients. Yeah. And then we've got Gulfside's annual pet pageant online now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something fun that we kind of came up with where, again, just trying to raise as much donations as possible, as much funds as possible to help as many people in the community. And so this pet pageant is all online. So all you do is go to gulfsidepets.org. You submit a pet for $10, and then you get your friends and family to vote for it. It's $1 per vote. You can vote as many times as you want. And this year we added a new category called rainbow pets. So we saw, based on like the needs, people were like, hey, I lost my pet, whether it was hospice or, I want to raise money, for the pet that I lost. And so we added rainbow pets to the category, and now people submit the photo of their pet, and a local artist was graceful enough to donate her work. And so the winner of this rainbow pet category will get a hand-painted portrait of the pet that they lost. So So yeah, anything that we can do fun, to raise as much funds as possible, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, people certainly have an affinity for the pets. You wanted to.
Yeah.
I was going to say the contest too came out of it raises money for our Pet Peace of Mind program, which helps keep the pet and the hospice patient together for as long as possible.
Oh.
We noticed that a lot of our hospice patients were resistant to maybe going to a care center or the idea of starting that journey, and one of their biggest concerns was what's going to happen to my dog or my cat or my parrot, whatever it is that they have.
Sure.
And so Gulfside wanted to create a program that would keep the pet with the patient. We take care of grooming, vet bills, feeding. We do have volunteers that will help out with this, but we want to make sure that, because we have a lot of patients here who don't have family in the state. Their family's not with them all the time. But they do have that dog. So that's where this Pet Peace of Mind program really came out of, and the pet pageant is direct donation linked to that specific
and we
program.
even rehome the animal if that needs to be done.
Excellent.
And we try to make sure that we find a loving home, a forever home for that animal, because it's not fair for them to lose their owner and also be put in a shelter. And we know shelters are full at capacity right now, so we try to do our part.
And the patient does have a say in where the pet ends up going too. So it's almost like doing a little bit of an interview, knowing that your pet's going to be taken care of. They can finally start that journty in peace.
And
A lot of good work over there at Gulfside Healthcare Services right here in Tampa Bay. We're talking with Marissa and Katya. So to kind of recap, they provide over $1 million in charity care to patients who cannot afford it. So it's kind of filling that gap. We have the 6th annual Charity Casino Night fundraiser, Friday, April 24th. That's going to be held in Tampa. You can go online, charitycasinonight.org. And that's at the South Tampa, the Jewish Community Center there. And you also have Gulfside's annual pet pageant going on now. It's online now. You can submit your pets and go ahead and vote for them at gulfsidepets.org, gulfsidepets.org. Final thoughts. Back to you, Katya.
Yeah, I just love what we do for the community. I love how we provide that compassionate care. We get to hear from the families of the patients and how much we've helped them throughout that journey, and so to be able to be part of that a little bit for that family is something that I truly enjoy being part of this company.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And you?
Oh, my last thoughts. Shameless plug. My cat Obi is on the pet pageant, so if you would like to vote for him, his name is Obi-Wan. He does enjoy the high ground, so vote for Obi. The pet pageant. No, I'm kidding, but I'm so excited to be bringing our services to Tampa and to Pinellas County. So Hillsborough and Pinellas, we're new. We started in August in Tampa, and it's just been so welcoming to be in these new community spaces, and we're really excited to be bringing our services to our neighbors. So we're happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
And helping uplift Gulfside.
My pleasure. And let's go ahead and get this top 10 list out. So Tampa lands the number 3 spot on Florida's best places to live for 2026. So based on 26 data-driven insights, housing markets forecasts, and quality of life studies, the best places to live in Florida offer a mix of affordability, safety, and amenities for families, young professionals, and retirees. The list is as follows. Naples coming in at number 1. Sarasota, number 2. Tampa. St. Petersburg. Now, so far, those are Gulf Coast. And you're going over to Jacksonville for the northeast part of the state. Orlando, Melbourne, Gainesville, and then little old Palm Harbor right there, number 9. Kind of interesting. Hey, shout out to Palm Harbor, right?
It's beautiful.
Great place. We love that place. Boca Raton rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 10 places for the places to live in Florida, your 2026 list as well. So thanks to our friends from Gulfside Healthcare for coming in, and thanks for all the good work you do.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
My pleasure. All right, coming up, we're going to talk with Eric Conte, great outings in travel. We're going to talk with him. Also, interesting story I saw as well, kind of similar with his business. They've got a big trend happening in London. It's called Date My Mate. London pubs Love gets a PowerPoint makeover. The point is, get off the apps and they're going into these bar scenes and they're sharing PowerPoints on their friend. Like, hey, date my mate, date my friend. So, all right, quick break, right back. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show hosted by my man, Brandon Rimes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Consumer Quarterback Show. Eric Conte joining us in studio. Great Outings and Travel. We're going to talk with him. We got a couple of stories in the headlines, too. Mercedes-Benz announces a $4 billion investment into Alabama. We'll highlight that, as well as also Mike Rowe drops jaw-dropping fact. Young data centers electricians, find out what they're making. It's well into the six figures. And you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We always feature our real estate listings live on air. If you're buying, selling, investing, refinancing, we would love to talk to you. And we've got a listing here at 369 West Winds Drive, Palm Harbor. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 14 square feet, quarter-acre lot. And this is completely renovated, updating ceiling fans throughout. You got a large island in the kitchen there. It's a renovated home. Stainless steel appliances, no backyard neighbor. You've got a conservation view in the back as well, so no neighbor in sight. And you also have a private, or actually community boat ramp. So you've got a community boat ramp there where you can back your boat down and you're out into the intercoastal waterways of Tampa Bay. 369 West Winds Drive, Palm Harbor did another price improvement here. Owner motivated to sell. Let's get a deal done on 369 West Winds Drive, Palm Harbor, Florida. 2488 Del Rio Way in Dunedin, another beautiful listing here on Del Rio. Beautiful property, Pinellas County, in the heart of Pinellas County. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage, 1407 square feet, remodeled to perfection, all the way down to the impact-rated windows. You've got a fenced-in backyard, all new updates throughout this beautiful home. The kitchen has quartz counters, white shaker cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, farm sink, breakfast bar, and nook. And both bathrooms are updated as well. 2488 Del Rio Way, Dunedin, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And you can see all of our real estate listings online at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see our radio, TV show expert contributors and link over to our YouTube channel from consumerqb.com. All right, so Eric Conte back in studio. How you been, sir?
Life is good. Business is good. I've got a business partner basically that is helping me grow great outings and travel. For my other business, the advertising business, I actually put an ad out there on Facebook to all my friends. I said, who wants to advertise at opening day? And I ended up getting 3 customers for opening day and 1 customer for all of the Yankee games, because the Yankees pull in the most people. So
there you go.
Not that we're rooting for the Yankees. I mean,
there you go. Yeah. No, hey, a lot of people do down here locally.
Oh, absolutely.
They got a lot of New York fan, Boston, the Chicago maybe.
I'm a Rays fan, but at the same time, like, I love going to the Yankee and the Red Sox games because there's so much camaraderie in there, and you're arguing with other fans, but in fun ways.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fun. We're lucky to have Tampa Bay Rays here in Tampa Bay as well. So yeah, great outingsandravel.com. Tell us about it.
So basically, we're a social club. It's great for married people, great for single people, great for everybody. We're going to baseball games, hockey games. We're going to dinners out, fancy dinners, not so fancy dinners, Taco Tuesdays. We're going to go on cruises. We're going to go to Europe and Asia, South America trips. We're going to go to concerts. We're going to go to karaoke nights. We're going to have dinners at home. We're going to have, one of the upcoming things we're doing is we're playing Wii tennis.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what a silly, stupid little thing. Mm-hmm. But we're going to have about 15 of us at a little house party, having fun, laughing, telling stories, and having a Wii competition.
There you go. Yeah, a little tournament.
A whole bunch of things.
Tournament or something, yeah. That could be fun. Yeah, so greatoutingsintravel.com. Great idea. I love, this was an interesting idea as well. Just happened, I saw this in London. It's happening there where it says so many people are swiping left, swiping right, dating apps, and these young people in London singles are returning to a classic British way of meeting people, the pub. So they're going out to the pub. And this one's called Date My Mate. And essentially it's, you got a shot here of people in a bar. But they're going up and they're putting their friends saying, hey, check out my friend here. He's a single or she's a single, and putting a PowerPoint presentation together. So kind of interesting story, really kind of interesting there.
If you want to talk about dating, I tried the internet dating thing because my buddy David told me to do it.
Yeah.
And he was right for him with one or two of the girls that he's with, or not with, but one or two of the girls he ended up with and one that he's with now. But I tried it, and it seems like if they're on the internet dating sites, they are so emotionally unavailable. They're dead. They're dying for a boyfriend. But if it's not perfect, if he's not absolutely flawless, I don't even want to meet him. I don't want to sign up with him.
Yeah.
And about 20% of them flat out are looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
They won't call it that. They say, I'm looking for traditional man. Yeah, but what they mean is I want you to pay for everything. And to be honest with you, I have decided that I will not go on a dating site ever again. If I end up dying single 80 years from now, it's not what I'm looking for, but I'd rather do that than go back on one of those dating sites.
A lot of my friends are saying that. Dave's nodding his head over here to the, saying, yep, very similar. Yeah, so it's a challenging time in American history, isn't it? I mean, dating history, you've got these situations where, where do you meet a person? Great Outings and Travel, or maybe your church, maybe something along those lines. Because the old way of meeting people is, it's a little bit harder than the way it used to be, right?
Well, the thing I like about the Great Outings and Travel is it's not a dating thing. It's not for single people.
Okay.
But imagine being a guy, a good-looking guy like Dave.
There you go.
And you're single, and you've got 9 married women that you're friends with.
Right.
They all want to hook you up with their cousins, sisters, best friends.
That's right.
So the best way to find a mate, in my opinion, is having a million friends.
There you go. Yeah. Be in a group, surround yourself with those types of people. Definitely, a good idea. I like that. And, it was interesting too, when you look at this, they're saying it's a retro way. It's quite retro. It's a vintage way of meeting people, said Johnny, a journalist, joking about how he tried to steer his own presentation. And people are on these different apps, and you look at the the things that they're doing. We're so connected these days, yet at the same time we're disconnected in so many different ways, aren't we?
Oh, I think the internet has absolutely ruined us socially.
Yeah, true. Yeah, exactly. Especially the younger generation. You find the younger generation that is just challenged with. I think where it's really going to hit us, down the line is critical thinking skills, being able to solve problems. We've got a story coming up about Mike Rowe and trades, right? Trade schools, and how they took shop class out of most of the high schools and things like that. Working with your hands, but being able to, voice those situations and to solve problems together, I think is going to be a challenge in the future.
Huh?
Your thoughts on that?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? You lost it. Yeah, I lost you there, right? That was over like 90 seconds, maybe. If you get anything, what is the threshold these days, right? Anything over 15, 20 seconds,
It's short. I have a 90-second sales pitch, and I hate it. But if I go less than that, I feel like I might mislead people. So,
right.
But I think you want to keep their attention for 20 seconds. That's my magic number.
Yeah, you go hard and then you go with the facts, and you lead with that up front. It was interesting. I was watching an episode of Shark Tank yesterday, and Cuban jumps in and he's asking all these questions, and I don't even know who the girl was sitting next to him. It's not one of the two that I know, but she was like, "Oh, you're basically hogging the moment. You're not letting me get a word in." And it's interesting because the person that was pitching their product, just essentially buried the lead in a way. And she was like, if you'd have led with that, then I would have known what you were talking about. And then Mark comes in here and bullies everybody. So it was just kind of interesting to see how that played out. But let's go to this story here. Mike Rowe drops jaw-dropping fact. Young data center electricians under age 30 are making upwards of $260,000 a year with zero college debt, no student loans, massive demand from AI boom, and they're constantly getting poached from competition. Skilled trades are eating at the college is the only way life for breakfast. They're eating that life for breakfast. What's your thoughts around that?
Oh, honestly, this is a political debate that my people have against your people.
Okay.
I say all college debt should be dropped.
Okay.
And here's why.
Yeah.
The government or the schools are what told us to go to college. We were lied to by the teachers / government and told us college is the way to go. I say we. I'm a liar. I didn't go. But I mean, I went, but I didn't. I didn't finish.
Yeah.
But all these people that graduated with a 4-year degree, and they're managing Starbucks.
Right.
They threw their time and money and energy away because the government convinced them to do it. I love you guys, and we agree on probably 50% of the stuff out there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to college debt, I say the government owes us all of our money back for lying.
Okay, I can see that. But, the challenge I have with that thought process is what about personal responsibility?
I get that. And
right.
that would be, for like me and you can argue about that over drinks and have a good time.
There you go, yeah.
But my point is I agree with this concept of let's get them in trade schools because there's no reason to spend whatever it is, $20,000, $30,000 a year on that. I got plumbers and electricians that I'm friends with that are customers of mine.
Yeah.
They're killing it in life.
Crushing it.
Absolutely.
Here's an idea, too. So I went to a Tony Robbins Business Mastery course that was in Fiji. It was in Namale, Fiji. And, and they taught about and you learned about these, people call them different things, personality profile test or what was the one called Myers-Briggs test. Mm-hmm. So, different sales organizations. How about something like that at the end of a high school? You're going through school for all these years. How about putting the kids through something like that, saying, hey, do you have a more of an affinity towards science, technology, engineering, math? Maybe you want to be a doctor. Then maybe you want to look at this route. Or, Johnny, let's face it, you're going to have a name on your shirt and you're going to be a tradesman. You're going to be the guy that's going to, help people with their HVAC, plumbing, whatever it might be. And you're going to go in and you're going to be that blue collar guy. That's kind of what your skill set and what this test shows us about you. I think that may be a good idea to move forward, huh?
Well, I was listening to Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm sure everybody in here knows who that is. And one of the things was the book was Ask Gary V. Yep. And when I say I don't read, I listen. So I was listening to the audiobook. And one of the questions was, would you be upset if your kids went to college? Now think about how funny that question is, because 20 years ago the question was opposite. Yeah. Would you be upset if your kids didn't go to college?
Right.
And he said, no, I wouldn't be upset if they want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that requires college. Or if they want to go and party their butts off for the next 4 years and have the time of their life, then no, I won't be upset. But make sure that you go under the right conditions. Don't go because you want to be a government employee for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Go because you want to have a blast or because you want to be a doctor. I got to be careful here, but one of my ex-customers many years ago told me he went to entrepreneur school. Mm-hmm. He got his degree in entrepreneurship.
Degree plan. That's what I did, yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, well, it was. You have to have a major. That might be a minor, most likely. But I did business management with an entrepreneurship concentration.
That sounds like the School of Hard Knocks.
It's interesting,
because 4 years of failing in business, you're going to learn more than in college of entrepreneurship. No offense against you or anybody else out there.
No, it's a great idea. I love the conversation because I think if we have these conversations more, it's going to save so many people a lot of time, a lot of student debt. Going back to your original point, and the way that these colleges are subsidized is, to me, again, with Harvard and some of these other schools getting millions and millions of dollars, that's where we went wrong in a lot of ways. But how were we to predict in the 70s and 80s that our financial or educational institutions would get hijacked by a lot of the socialist / communist mindset, right? You look at a lot of the professors there. I also want to make another point. Charlie Kirk, one of his favorite quotes or what he would talking point was going to college to get an MRS degree. So to find your man if you're a woman, right? To go find your man, find your husband that you would eventually, have a lot in common with. So I like that point of the social side, maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I had so much fun for the 3 months I went to college.
Yeah, and you do the I love it. And then the fraternities too. Like I played football at USF, so that was kind of our fraternity. But a lot of people go for the social side. It's a big part of it. All right, Eric Conte, always a fun conversation. Great outingsintravel.com. Check him out online. Quick break, right back. We're going to talk more about this and some of these other topics. Mercedes-Benz announces a $4 billion investment into Alabama. Find out that economic impact that we're going to talk about that coming up here. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Tired of long lines at the airport? Check out Tampa Bay's premier private jet source. I'm Brandon Rimes for Will Smith Aviation. Aircraft management, acquisition, and sales, luxury jet escapes, and packages. Check them out online. WillSmithAviation.com. That's WillSmithAviation.com. Or call the show. I'll put you right in touch directly with Captain Will Smith. AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg, online at David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. David Reynolds Jewelry and Coin.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for our friends at TargetSurveying.net for all of your surveying needs. Land surveying firm providing services for real estate since 1992, and they are statewide. Check them out online, TargetSurveying.net. That's TargetSurveying.net. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back. Consumer Quarterback Show. Mercedes-Benz, huge announcement here. $4 billion investment into Alabama. We'll talk about that. Also, Eric Conte in studio with us. Great Outings and Travels. Got an awesome social club right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it. We've got a property here at 318 108th Street. It's 318 108th Street West, unit number 106, Bradenton. Great opportunity there. Motivated seller right here in Tampa Bay. 1664 15th Avenue South, St. Petersburg. Commercial property. It's a convenience store close to downtown. You're in an opportunity zone there, close to downtown St. Petersburg. And this is the commercial building itself, not the business, but the business could, sell, but there's no value added to that in terms of the financials. Sold as is, 1664 15th Avenue South, St. Petersburg. You've got a building there close to downtown. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Search the MLS there. And you can see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com. I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. So Mercedes-Benz announces a $4 billion investment into Alabama manufacturing plant to ease tariff burden and surge production. Another major win for American jobs and manufacturing under Trump. The experts who said tariffs would kill industry are getting embarrassed again. So this is a big one. You know, when you're putting a major plant like that in Alabama, right here in the deep heart of the South, man, that's a huge economic impact. And you look at, you know, the jobs that it creates, not only from the initial build of the facility, but then the ongoing, manufacturing, kind of like old Henry Ford. What a great thinker he was all those years ago, right? The scalability of those jobs. So, what else you seeing out there, Eric?
Man, life is good. Business is good. I don't even know what else to say. You know, I mean, I see a lot of good things in our community. I see a lot of fun stuff. I don't want anybody else to move down here, but I'll tell you, if I was trying to sell it, this is the best place to live in.
Yeah, it really is.
We've got nonstop fun with Gasparilla. We got Disney a block and a half away. I mean, you know, I'm exaggerating. But we've always got something good going on downtown Tampa. We always have stuff going on at the beaches. I live over in Pinellas, and whoever is in charge of the roads in Pinellas, they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know, we have less traffic problems there than, like, if you go out to Riverview. It feels like there's one road in Riverview.
It's terrible out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
out
east.
I love, like, just how everything is just moving with fun, time, and with that, all that being said, you know, that's why I want to do a social club. Bring people together, get people off their phones, get us to have a good time. If you're single, I'll introduce you to 1,000 women that rejected me. If you're married,
there you go. There you go.
If you're married, you'll do that anyway.
Because you're still friends with them.
Yeah, but if you're married, like, I was married and we didn't have this problem, but we knew so many people that did. They would sit in their house and do nothing on a Saturday night but watch TV. Like, I want you to unplug that TV and come out and hang out with us.
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it. I heard a story, too. A guy was given, X amount of time left. You all hear these stories, and he said one of the main things he did was just unplugged his TV, got rid of his prescription, stopped watching TV, and, went out and lived a life. He took that last year and went out and lived it. And it sounds like you can do that with greatoutingsandtravel.com. So many things to do, in Tampa Bay, as you mentioned. You've got the beaches kind of coming back, really coming back full swing. Got boating, yachting, so many things out there to do.
And right now we're a little bit small, but this August there's a solar eclipse, and it's only happening in 3 countries, which is weird to me. But so I'm going to Portugal in August. If you want to join me, call me.
That'll be fun. Yeah, reach out to the show. We'll put you in touch with Eric, 813-917-1894, 813-917-1894. And to your point, Florida's becoming one of the most compelling states in the United States. So we currently have a 0% income tax rate, soon to be, hopefully, 0% property tax. We'll see how that goes. There's a lot still to happen. But we also run a budget surplus of $15 billion in reserves. We have $15 billion in reserves, and it will become the fastest growing state in the next year. States should take a note of that. And what is working there, they should try to emulate. So you look at, the balance between red states, blue states. Dave, let's throw that up. Fox put this up on the screen. It really told the story. It's the net adjusted income gains from Florida comparing New York. So this one's interesting. So the biggest losers of 2023 were California, New York, Illinois, and Massachusetts. So people were leaving. They're taking their businesses. They're taxed to the max. And then on the flip side of that, you've got the net adjusted gross income gains. States that went for Trump were 30.9. That one as well. We have that one also. So that one's also $38.9 billion in the positive, negative $42.5 billion in states that went for Harris. So it's kind of interesting. Why don't we show it here then, so you can kind of see? Yeah, so that's pretty cool, right? You look at the differences in where people are moving to, the economies, the taxes, the ability to deregulate some of these businesses. All right, Eric Conte, greatoutingsandtravel.com. Final thought, final words. Where can they hit you up at? Follow you on the website.
You can go to greatoutingsandtravel.com. You can find us on Facebook. My name is Eric Conte. You can find me on Facebook. Just if you want to have a good time. Oh, that sounds weird. If you want to have fun, give me a call.
There you go. All right, Eric. Thanks for coming in, man. It's good stuff. So we had Gulfside Healthcare on the front end, and of course Eric and his great business, greatoutingsintravel.com as well. So we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community. And we'll see you next time here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.